Hey everyone, what's up and welcome to some more Spectre Divide. Today we're going to be taking a look at a new set of patch notes that's just dropped today on September 24th. I think they're very meaningful and have honestly given us a good sense of direction as to where the developers' focus has been. There's been a lot of criticism on Spectre lately. There's been a little bit of hype, dwindling down now that it's been a couple of weeks since the game is launched, and they're still keeping themselves focused. They are focused on gameplay and refining the experience to make sure that this game is in its best state moving forward for the launch of season 1. Today's set of patch notes says this patch includes a significant change to sponsor abilities. These are the classes in the game, allowing you to use them more quickly. Getting your flash, drone, or smoke out should feel much snappier and quicker. You can also get back to shooting faster. It said also on Mill, Skyway, and Metro, they've kind of reworked the audio to give it a brand new listening experience. So yeah, we're gonna get straight into this. We'll also hop in game after just to test out a couple of things, and let's get into the details. So first up with sponsor updates, they said we wanted to enhance the responsiveness of equipping and using sponsor utility. So now all thrown projectile sponsor abilities are changing to improve their snappiness. These changes should let you use abilities earlier without needing the time to press the button exactly when the activation window opens. Combined with sped up animations, deploying utility should now feel much smoother, hence much faster. I think they've really been listening to players' feedback and kind of criticizing the game and feeling clunky in terms of gameplay flow. I will say the animations to pull out util, actually end up throwing the util, it's all very time consuming, and when someone swings you with the amount of movement that there is in this game, you can be dead quicker than you know it. So being able to equip all util much quicker now, and being able to get it out of your hands with less delay is all a massive W. I actually think this is going to be really nice, and I'm excited to test this out. The throwing animations themselves have also been sped up by 20%, so once you start throwing it, it's also going to be much quicker as well. In terms of the abilities that did get impacted, I'm just going to kind of skim through this list, but they did say all the throwables, so dead zones, splinter grenades, flash grenades, swarm grenades on Bloom, recon wing on Umbra, Vector on Nanosphere, Riker, wave scans, Home. I'm actually excited to see the wave scans go out quicker. Patches, Dazzler, and Hyperdome. I'm very excited to see patches go out quicker too. There's some specific abilities that I can just like get a feeling of how much of a pain they were to use in terms of slowness, and they're just standing out while looking at this list. So yeah, a good amount of classes got some nice buffs here in terms of util speeds. Like I said, we'll go in game and test this out after. But it doesn't stop there, because they said along with the thrown projectile changes, these sponsors are getting some additional updates. So they've made actual tweaks to a bunch of the abilities as well. On Bloom Technologies, they said the Twin Men, they increased the speed of the activation animation by 20%, which is nice. And they said holding primary or alt fire once the activation window is open will execute the ability if you have a valid target. This I'm kind of a little bit confused on, because I don't really understand like the description of it. I'm just assuming like if you're holding down your trigger, the moment an activation window is open, it'll automatically release the trigger and activate on that target that you're aiming over. That's kind of how I'm taking it, or how I'm reading it. So like holding doesn't work, it's automatically going to activate it. But a lot of these abilities you pull out and then you click. I guess this description is just talking about the snappiness of the activation. They're just making sure that the ability is going out as quick as possible. And this is pretty much the same for the Ghostlink partition, the Vector Dynamics wall that you can send out. But there's also been some massive buffs to Pinnacle and Morgan. They've disabled friendly fire damage. This is going to be for you and your teammates. Maybe you. I'm going to assume just your teammates, for the splinter grenade and the meltdown molly. I'm going to assume this would still hurt you. If it doesn't, that's pretty strong. But just not being able to hurt your teammates is a big W. Keeping it moving, we also got a couple of mapped updates. Like I said, to the sound, they've improved the ambient environment sound for Mill, Skyway, and Metro specifically. Common seems to have already been updated off their launch. And we also got some awesome quality life stuff, some really meaningful stuff today. They've improved the performance of weapon muzzle flashes and the Cyberlord weapon set. The Cyberlord weapon set has some, you know, cooler animations, so I guess they wanted to improve the performance across the board on those. They've improved the first person equip animations to make them a little smoother, so hopefully when you pull out your knife or your weapons and you're spamming it, maybe it'll look a little less glitchy. And they've added hype music to the victory scene at end of match screen. I know a lot of people have complained about the game feeling a little anticlimactic after a win. Hopefully this will help resolve that. And they added hype music to flawless round. All just stuff that's gonna make the game feel more lively, I guess. They did add a bunch of bug fixes here, which, I mean, if you guys want to read these in detail, you can just pause the video, but there are some decent bug fixes here. You know, they're always on the move, keeping things patched up. And in terms of hot fixes, they fixed the ultra wide mode issue, was broken while aiming down sights with sniper rifles. I've just seen so many problems with the ultra wide mode off of like the past couple updates. They're just constantly working on that. So it's kind of funny to see it again. Fixed the bug where the visual effects for duality would persist on teammates. And they fixed the bug to prevent preview windows from playing in the store. I actually really get annoyed when the preview windows don't work, so I'm glad they're constantly fixing that. And fixed a few rare crashes. I always like to see crashes get patched up, but a pretty shorter set of patch notes, but also, like I said, a super chunky, you know, lots of meat on the bones here. We're gonna hop in game, we're gonna test out some of these animations and the friendly fire and the pull out animations of your weapons, and yeah, we'll have you on your way for the rest of the day. Okay, so the first thing we're gonna test out here is the weapon pull out animations and the knife pull out animations. They said they worked on making these a bit smoother, so we're gonna test these out. Oh wow, yep, they did. Okay, so I'm spamming the inputs now, and as you can see, when I'm spamming the guns, it's not like blinking anymore. It had kind of like a blinking effect before, but now the animations themselves smoothly and fully need to transition before you can actually pull everything out. So nothing looks glitchy anymore. It actually just looked a lot smoother. We spam weapon pull out here. It's not fully pulling out. If I switch back to melee really quickly, if I pull gun out and I switch to melee and I keep pulling my gun back out, like I said, it has to fully go through. This is actually really nice. I'm not gonna lie. It makes the game feel just a lot more polished, to be honest. I really didn't like the blinking effect. So big W, massive W, might even be the biggest W here. We'll test out the throwable speeds here, because these are going to be how fast your util goes out. Actually, first up, let's just take a look at the util itself when you pull it out. Pulling out a grenade, pulling out a flash. The flash feels really snappy. But yeah, the util's coming out quick. We'll actually throw the grenade now to see how quickly it leaves my hands.
Throwing Splinter. Splinter grenade out.
It's definitely faster. Honestly, I'm having a tough time, like, off the top of my head, like
Flash up.
trying. Okay, no, that felt quicker. I'm not gonna lie. Like,
Flashbang.
there's something about throwing that flash that felt pretty like
Flash grenade.
fast.
Throwing flash
It
grenade.
just feels like once I click it, it's
Flash
leaving
out.
my hands quicker. Like once from here to
Flash
here. Like that quick little throwing
flash.
animation right there, that feels quicker. They said specifically the twin mend ability would have a quicker activation, but I realized I have to hurt myself, and I mean, this is a good way to test out if friendly fire still exists. We'll see if the nade hurts me. Wow, okay. So it does not hurt you included. I thought it was only going to be your teammates you wouldn't have to worry about hurting, but even yourself now. This means you can nade yourself in certain situations. If you know a guy's going to push you on pinnacle and you're cornered, you can literally just nade your own feet. You can just nade yourself to keep yourself safe, and he'll take free damage. That's going to be game changing. They did also say that the friendly fire applied to Morgan, so we'll test out that molly as well here. We'll go like that. We'll underhand it, throw it on the floor there. Okay, so the Morgan does still hurt you, but it won't hurt your teammates. The pinnacle nades don't hurt you. That was an interesting choice. I wonder why they went with one and not the other, but at least we could test out the twin mending now. We'll apply this. put on a heal, and the activation speed is increased by 20%.
Twin men.
So I guess it
Twin men
deploys
running.
quicker. Like the hand animation itself
Doing
is,
twin men.
it does seem pretty snappy. Like I said, it's only 20%. It's not
Using
like,
twin men.
it's not like holy moly, like there's like no animation now, but definitely going to be healthy for the game. Like I said, I can just feel the
Swarm grenade.
snap. It's like that's what they were going for. It's just a little bit snappier on the util.
Swarming them.
They want the game to be more about the guns in your hands
Sending
and
the
not
swarm.
you just getting caught in constant animations of
Launching
you throwing
swarm
util.
grenade.
One of the abilities I've been using a lot lately, and like I said in the patch notes, I really wanted to see is the Riker dart. I just kind of want to see how this feels once you pull it out. Quicker pullouts, and once we throw it.
Sending wave scans.
Okay, no, that is noticeably quicker. I don't know why. Maybe it's just because there's certain abilities that I really felt the slowness of, but the specific
Wave
second
scan.
half right there, the second half of the Riker
Wave
dart,
scan running.
get it out. Get it
Gathering
out.
wave scan intel.
That feels much more
Wave scan.
responsive. Definitely happy to see that. Okay, this I'm getting like stimulus overwhelmed. Got all these scans coming at me. One of the other abilities I did say felt really slow too was patches, so I just kind of want to test that out. We're running.
Go
We
heal
just quickly
patches.
toss patches down. Quick toss on
Heal lock away.
patches. And the little pad.
Healing station active.
Like I said, it's only 20%, but it is a little bit noticeable. It's not absolutely game changing, but definitely going to be a
Sending
nice little, you know, just kind of like improvement. Try the flash.
Throwing the dazzle.
Oh wow.
Oh, dazzling.
See, it's specifically like, it's weird, man. It's specifically when it leaves the hand, like right there. It's
Throwing dazzle.
snappy right there.
Dazzler out.
Snappy.
Popping
When
dazzler.
the speed at which you can
Dazzler up.
instantly throw it out from the time you pull out your
Dazzler.
ability. It's just quick, you know?
The dazzler.
I don't know if me showing it off in video is doing it any justice, but definitely go in the
Dazzler,
firing range and
out.
feel this out before you get in game today.
the
It'll you definitely
Dazzler
feel
up.
it. And so yeah, it was just a really short look. It was just some animations on the throws, the actual pull-out animations, the util, and like I said, the smoothness of the weapon pull-out animations and the knife pull-out animations. I think this might even be my favorite part of today's update. This looks so much smoother. But that's gonna do it for the video. If you guys enjoyed, a like rating is the best way to show you did, and subscribe if you guys want to see more. We do post literally tons of content here covering Spectre, so I've been covering the game since launch. We've been posting videos literally every single day. I did post a pretty awesome video showing you know, 8 cool one-way smokes you could throw on Skyway yesterday, so if you want to check that out, I mean, these are all one-ways I guarantee you didn't know, so go watch the video now, and I hope to see you guys on my Twitch stream later today. We'll be taking a look at the new shop update and grinding some more rank. The new crew system just reset this week, so we'll be grinding, lots to do. Catch you guys in the next one. Have a good rest of your day. Keep up, stay up. Peace out.